My name is Joel Peterson, and I'm from Utah, just south of Salt Lake City, Utah. It's interesting. I grew up in a family with 8 kids, if you can believe it or not. And so we really struggled growing up. We had good times, we had bad times. But we had a happy family. We were always kind of taught, go out and get a college education, go get a job. But I always had a little spark in me that just wanted something more in life, something, a little better. So throughout the years, I tried different things. Ended up, I had a lot of dreams, a lot of hopes, plans that I wanted to have, and then, I don't know, I guess you kind of say life kind of got in the way. Before you know it, one day I woke up and I was actually working in a chemical factory, and every day I had to go take a poison gas sample. Believe it or not, I actually could have died. Every single day I risked my life for like $9 an hour or something like that. And that's when I kind of realized that, man, I don't know if I like the way my life's going, and so I bounced around from job to job. It seems like I could never get more than like $100 in my bank account between paycheck to paycheck. It seems like, gosh, every year we only had one time a year where we could save money, and that's when our tax return would come. I remember I was so excited when our tax return would come, and many nights my wife in tears just because we didn't have money to buy just the basic necessities. We just really struggled. One year it got so bad that I actually lost my job 3 times in 1 year. I worked for these different startup companies, and they all went out of business in 1 year. There was a time during that time when I actually had a job, and I remember one time I came home early from work and I opened the door, and the first thing out of my wife's mouth was, "Did you get laid off again?" And that just crushed me. I just thought, I've got to do something different in my life. If I just keep doing what I'm doing right now, I'm just going to be at where I'm at till I die. And so that's when I started looking around for other things that I could do. And a good friend introduced me to the internet. And at the time I was like, what is this? What's this thing called the internet? Can you really make money on this thing? So, the first breakthrough that I had a goal that I wanted to make $50 a day. And I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make $50 a day. And I had created this little Microsoft Excel application, and I put it on this website called ClickBank, and it started selling, and I got to that goal of $50 a day. And then I was able to get to a goal of like $100 a day. And I remember waking up in the morning when we first got started with this and going up and refreshing my account, my ClickBank account, and I saw 4 sales come in. It was like $37 each. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, I literally made money while I was sleeping last night. My wife, she was so excited. I mean, she just, to her, it was like always go work at a job 9 to 5 and get a paycheck. But when she saw that we could make this extra money, I mean, she was so excited. In fact, I'll share this story with you. It's kind of funny. When I first got started, every time we would get a sell online, we set our computer up. It was sitting up in our living room because our house was really small back then. And every time we get a sell, we set up the computer to go cha-ching, like that, had this sound. And it was really fun because my kids got used to that. Every time they would hear the cha-ching go, they'd say, "Oh, Dad just made $37. Dad just made $37. And it would go cha-ching, cha-ching, and that was really exciting. I'll tell you this one thing that was really exciting. I was still working a job, and I had to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was, kind of telling you about how it got easier to reach my goals as I got into this more and took it more serious. Well, I'm still working the job 9 to 5, and actually about 5 o'clock in the morning I'm working this job, and I'm in the bathroom shaving, and I can hear from the other room, cha-ching, 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 and it was going on and over and over, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? And I went over to my computer and refreshed my screen, and I had already made $10,000 between midnight and 5 a.m. And I remember looking at it going, oh my gosh, I just made about 1/4 of what I was making a whole year at working at my job that I had to drive through and traffic and worry about bosses and stuff. And within 5 hours, I had made $10,000, and I was just blown away. And that's when I understood the power, the real power of the internet, and what internet marketing can really get you. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to go out there and make, $10,000 in 5 hours when you first get started. But you know what? It's very possible, and there's a lot of possibilities out there, a lot of opportunities. As far as duplication and how people can emulate, I get this all the time. People say, well, you're successful on the internet because you have a list, or you're successful on the internet because you know about computers. And I just kind of chuckle I laugh when I hear about that, because I used to not be. I started brand new, just like many of you watching this right now. I started brand new at this. I didn't have a list. I didn't know anything about internet marketing. I had to start somewhere. And that's why I'm participating in teaching in online marketing, because I remember what it was like to start out. I remember what it was like to be brand new at something. And I had to gain that knowledge. I had to gain, have a mentor, have that experience to get started. I just want to encourage you to take action. I know in my life, the times when I took action, the times that I went a little bit out of my comfort zone, invested a little bit more than maybe I was even comfortable at the time, I knew that if I took action, that I could be successful. What I do know for a fact, that if you do nothing, that if you sit at home like most people and watch TV all day and just continue on with your life right now, you'll just keep getting what you're getting right now. And I'm really bold when I say that. If you're looking for something different in your life, you're looking for more time, more money, more freedom, if you're looking for something serious that works, you really need to take a look and take action. It will pay off tenfold to you, 20-fold to you, but only if you do one thing. You take massive action.